Pay attention. So it is the Tuesday before Pembrey. I'm just lunging dusty, but I'm having a bit of a crisis on what to do. So there's been quite a few little things over the last 3 weeks that have meant I'm not quite, well, she's not quite as fit as I want her, basically. So the lorry's been off the road because it failed its MOT. We're trying to get it sorted. It's not going to be done till Thursday, so I missed taking her out on some of the long rides that I had planned, and doing some faster, longer rides. So we haven't done those. And the other thing I'm having problems with is she's struggling with hay at the minute. So obviously they're back on the track, which means they're having lots of hay, because there's not really any grass on it, which is the point. And I am soaking it, well, rinsing it. I wouldn't quite say I'm soaking it. Come on. But she's just got a bit of a cough, and like she's cleared it now and she's okay now. So it's not the end of the world, but yeah, I'm just a bit like, oh god. So I was just thinking, oh god, I might withdraw and just not do it. And then I thought, well, I've paid them money. Obviously I wouldn't get that back if I withdrew now. So why don't I just go and downgrade and do the pleasure ride instead? So I'll still do the same distance, but at least the pressure's off a little bit then. If if she's not feeling it, whatever, we can just enjoy ourselves a little bit more. And not to say that if I was doing the graded and she needed to stop, I wouldn't, but I can just relax. I think that'll be the plan. I need to double check that they are doing a 20k pleasure ride. I'm pretty sure they are. Otherwise, it'll be the 18k. Either way, I can just do a heart rate myself at the box, and see, if we are in the time what we would have got, and for the sake of a rosette, and obviously she wouldn't have it on her record, but I'm not really. That doesn't bother me. So I think that's the plan. I mean, plans may change on Thursday if the lorry is still poorly, but for now at least, we're good to go. Hello? It is another day, which means I've changed my mind again. So it's now Thursday. And did I ride you yesterday? No, she agrees, no. I've had the times now and all the bib numbers and everything, and there is only 2 of us in the class. There's quite a few doing the pleasure ride. There's only 2 doing the foundation on the Saturday. There's a few more on the Sunday, but I'm just going to go for it. There's no point. I'm going to do exactly the same ride. I'm going to ride it exactly the same. So I've paid my money. If we fail, we fail, and we don't get a rosette. Fine. Obviously it's not a problem. But if she's okay, she feels fine at the moment. She's still a little bit wheezy is maybe the best way to describe it. I'm going to try and get some antihistamines for her.
Average speed 5.1.
Thank you. And see if that helps. Hopefully it might do, it might not. I know it doesn't work for all horses. And obviously I'm soaking the hay, I'm doing everything I can from that point of view, so it could be pollen as well. But we've had a few trots and she hasn't coughed, so I think she's definitely a little bit better, but it's just in the back of my mind, just making me a little bit paranoid. But yeah, I think we're just going to do it. We'll ride exactly the same anyway. I paid my money, so I'm kind of disregard everything I said when I was lunging her the other day, because it's irrelevant now. Hopefully next time you see us won't be an update to say that the lorry hasn't been fixed. It will be us on our way to Pembrey. Where did I put your food? Oh, there it is. Come on. It is Pembrey morning. We got the lorry back by the skin of our teeth. They stayed late to sort it for us, which we're very grateful for. It's going to be dark in here. So I'm a little bit late. Probably can't even see me now. I've just got to feed the girls, do our morning routine, put the hay out, and then I'm literally just going to chuck Dusty on the box and off we go. Gabs, come on, come get your dinner. Breakfast time. No, this one's yours. Please don't eat that one, it's Dusty's. Right, so you come in here. your grub. You can eat your grub here. Try and clip you. Hang on, chill out. Sorry. Okay, have your breakfast, and then I can get everything out that we need to take on there. Everything else is packed because we took everything out last night, and when Mum brought the lorry back, she put the water and stuff in, but obviously not the tack. She doesn't know what needs to go. So that's the last bits this morning. Right, I'll put a saddle on to go up. Yeah.
Take a leap of faith.
Look at the mess you've made. Have you got food to take out? Yeah. Oh, you've broken it. Here.
And the sun has set high.
Let's do this now first. Yeah.
And I believe you when you say that this is never gonna change.
It's not. As soon as they go up to the lorry, we're lazy. I'm not vetting till 10 to 10. Yeah.
Say
Right, check Gabby out. She's got hay, got that food there, the speedy water's there, bridle stirrups, saddle give them my hat will be in the car, got the coat, got my watch. I think that's it. Oh, platinum bands. Maybe grab some bands. Don't go anywhere. Ready? So it is voiceover time, and as you can see, we arrived. It was quite busy. First thing I did when I got Dusty out was see if she wanted to drink, and for once she did actually drink before we rode, which is good. Then off we went to the vetting. So all horses have to be vetted before a graded ride, and that includes having their heart rate taken. So their starting heart rate has to be below 64 in order to compete. Obviously the lower the better, and this was the lowest Dusty has ever had, so I was very, very pleased. That's a good start. That is good.
Then they kind of just check their legs, just give them a quick check over, basically make sure there's no sore points or anything like that, and that they're fit and healthy and happy to go. And then you can't quite see here, but she just does a little pinch on the neck to check for dehydration as well. And then off we go for a trot up. Obviously they've got to check that they aren't lame as well, that they're all sound as well as being fit from the heart rate. So you trot up to the cone, turn around and you trot back. Simple as that.
Say, would you like to spend your days with me?
And then we are all cleared to go off and go and get ready. We've got half an hour to get tacked up and ready and get down to the start after we have vetted.
Here beside me, oh happy day.
So I always plait Dusty when we go for any of the endurance rides, pleasure or graded, because her mane just, it's so thick and fluffy that it gets tangled in my reins. So you don't have to plait. Obviously, if you've got a long mane, it can help keeping them cooler as well if you're plaiting. But yeah, I do it more for my benefit than anything, if I'm honest. And yeah, these really weren't my best plaits, but it only takes me a few minutes. I'm not doing it to make her look nice. It just keeps everything out the way and make sure that we don't get in a tangle when we're out there.
Run with me.
My hands hurt now.
I was also having a bit of a crisis about what to wear, you know, what to keep on, what to take off. The forecast was a bit hit and miss. It might rain, it might not. It was quite muggy, and yeah, eventually decided that actually I would just brave it and take off my jumper and not take a coat. And yeah, I'm quite glad I did, because the sun did eventually come out and it was boiling.
I'm cold now.
You won't be cold for long, though.
No, I know. I made that mistake last time I went out because it was raining. I don't know if you remember, it was miserable last time. And I had a jumper and my coat on, and by the time I was into the woods, it was boiling.
You might find you'll be alright anyway.
I
It
think
might
so.
not rain.
I'm twisted. It's really twisted. What's happened? Help! I've got hay in there. 36.
Do they need to see you?
No, I'll just tell them.
You can see
they can
it.
never see it. Right, and she just needs saddle on, sort of set up right.
You can't see it for your hair anyway.
No, that's true. It's on the back.
Yeah, I'm running a bit wide. Be brave. We don't need far too much. Just stay brave. Beside me. Happy.
I'm still scoffing. She says I can't really reach. Let me undo you for a minute then. Do you want any more before we go? No? She's had lots of wet hay, I suppose. Right, stirrups. So you put your bridle on. We've got one more. Okay.
You alright, fluff ball?
Bit more of my drink. I've got a battery in my pocket. Oh, it's on the book. It's on the thing for the page. I didn't put the throat lash on this. God damn it. Doesn't matter. Just I knew I'd forget to do something.
Didn't say you couldn't have, did it?
Right, should we get the step actually? Oh, I haven't put her thing on either actually. If you grab some treats for me, she'll put her other number thing on to make sure that goes on you as well. So every endurance event you go to, whether it's a pleasure ride or a graded ride, you will have these bands, one to go on you and one to go on your horse. And basically they're just an emergency contact for if you part ways or anything like that happens, then there is a number on there to call to make sure that everyone gets back to where they should do. So yeah, I nearly forgot to put Dusty's on there, so it's really, really important that you make sure that you have one on you and on your horse. In case I do have to get off her again. Not that, I'll take the two little ones. Can you not snap that one?
No, I wouldn't, but you might be able to.
That's fine, that's
And
plenty.
that one's already snapped, so.
That's fine.
Oh, there we are.
I don't need that many. They're too big in my pocket, to be honest.
You want me to give her one?
No, it's okay.
Can we get one?
That's why I've got them. I've got ones in my pocket. Just so you stand still. Okay. Right, now you can be excited. She says, okay, bye. Right, can I have a bit of control? Oh, put your back down, misery. At least it's not windy. It was blowing a gale last time, wasn't it? Or at least those four have only just gone off ahead, so we've got someone to chase. Like I said, I was quite pleased to see that there were some up ahead of us. Dusty's just better in company or with horses a little bit in front, can get a bit bored on her own and then goes a bit stuffy, but then with others ahead she can get a bit strong and then want to catch up. So it's quite difficult trying to find a middle ground of her that's comfortable for both of us but keeps her enthusiastic and wanting to go. There was a little bit of a queue at the start which wound her up a tiny bit, so I just kept walking until they were ready for us. Are you watching?
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, don't be a madam. And then off we went. And with that, I will leave you to enjoy the sights and sounds of Pembrey, and hopefully not too much of it will be my squeaky saddle. It's lovely. Good girl. Thank you. Little section A. She thinks she's an Arab. Yeah, good girl. Just trotting, just trotting. Nice to see you. So we are just about to hit 5k, so we're about a quarter of the way round, and it's been very strong now, which is fine. I would rather she was pulling me than the opposite, but we've got someone in front who's just staying enough in front that we can kind of keep them in our sight so we can chase them effectively. Oh, but yeah, very lovely ride. It's a bit boggy in places, so I'm glad that I didn't put boots on, because I had considered it purely because I knew some of the gravelly tracks we were going to have to ride on. You're not allowed to ride on the verges, although you can see that there are footprints onto the verges, but
yeah, she's feeling very good, and we've not had any coughing. Soaking all that hay and doing all that has definitely made a difference. I'm sorry this is so wobbly, we're obviously still...
Average speed 10.3.
We're still going. Yeah, I will check back in when we're about halfway around. I knew you'd catch me up at some point. Good girl. Are we going down there? Number 36. Just making sure I was going the right way. Thank you. Good girl. Ooh. Yeah, you're good. You're going to do a loop round that way and then you come back. It's confusing seeing someone go the other way, isn't it? Yes. Good girl. Come on, because they'll be up your bum before you know it. Uphill. Yeah, that's fine. Good girl, wasn't it? God, that's steep. I've been on a roller coaster. Good girl. Right, don't be too silly now. Good girl, not a problem. And good girl. Bumpy Cam is back. We are just over 10k, or 10.5k in. Oh, just over an hour and 2 minutes. And she's still pulling me. We're still going pretty well. Oh my god. Maybe a little bit too well, but yeah, she feels really, really good. So I don't know why I didn't have any faith in her, bless her. Well, faith in my training more than anything. Number 36. Thank you. Oh, it's fine. We are nearly at 13k, so not long since I checked in last, but I'm checking in because we're nearly at the beach. It's only a short stretch from the beach this time, but I'm sure we'll enjoy it all the same. Thank you. Thank you. I'm getting more and more bedraggled on each of these videos. My eyes are watering. We've just done 16k, so we're on the 10-mile mark. I want her to have a walk because we've just gone at a very, very steep hill at rather a fast pace because she needed to get up it more efficiently because it's deep sand as well. She won't walk. She won't listen to what's good for her because she could do with a little break. Ooh. But yeah, we've only got, well, not too much further left, to be honest.
My god, I had forgotten quite how chaotic it got after the beach. You can see we all got quite bunched up and in a reasonable sized group, and Dusty just lost her mind. But luckily with her that just means getting really, really strong, but no silly nonsense like no bucking, rearing sideways, so that's good. But it does still make those last few kilometres really, really hard work. So back to the box, and we've now got half an hour to get her cooled off and get her heart rate down to then present to the vet. Like earlier, it has to be below 64 to pass, but ideally we want it quite a bit lower than that to then enable us to get a good grade. So lots of water left on to cool as efficiently as possible, absolutely no scraping here, and then just trying to get some water into her. She is a nightmare for drinking, so I just try and get something into her somehow. She doesn't particularly like overly soggy food either, so I end up squeezing some of the water out of her feed and then having to hand feed her. Honestly, she can be such a spoilt brat sometimes. But did manage to get her to have some food and got her cooled off enough. Checked her heart rate and I think it was down to around 50. So off we went to go and start queuing for the vet.
I remember. Oh, you came in, didn't we? Are you a crazy? Yes, you are.
So as you hopefully heard then, she finished on a heart rate of 41, and yeah, the vet was very, very complimentary, so it was very impressive, which is really, really nice to hear. You know, she may be small, but she is up to the task, and yeah, she's actually fitter than I give her credit for, and she does really, really enjoy it, definitely. The other steward was saying it's nice to see a Section A that's more go than woe, which is definitely Dusty, bless her. But yeah, the vet's just doing her final check, checking legs, checking her back, trying to check her mouth, and just a dehydration test, and then off we go for our final little trot up, just to make sure that she is sound and that she's come back okay, and that we're all done and dusted and we have then completed. And what was also a very nice touch at the venue is that every horse got a carrot. They had carrots at the steward's tent for when you got back, which was quite nice, and Dusty thoroughly enjoyed that as a little well done treat before we got boxed up and off we went back home to get Dusty out. It's a good 2-hour drive for us, so wanted to have a little chill and then on the road to get back and get Dusty back out with her friends.
You know we're home. You're very dusty. think she'd have preferred a banana. Hello, could you get her bucket at the back, the purple one? Right, let's unclip you and untie you. You've made such a mess. Oh, she still doesn't. Finally, home. Dusty's back in the field. Everyone's hayed, fed, watered. And the first thing Dusty wanted when she went back in the field was a drink. She's so annoying that she won't drink when she's there. But yeah, I'm very, very pleased, considering I didn't think that she was fit enough and I was going to withdraw and then I was going to downgrade. We got grade 1. So she finished on a heart rate of 41, and I think, I haven't actually looked at the vet sheet yet. I think we went round at technically 11 kilometres per hour, actually 10 kilometres per hour, because it's a slightly shorter course than what it is on paper. Why is that open? It's weird. So yeah, I'm very, very pleased. And me and Mum spent the entire journey home looking for what other rides that we could go to, because there's not many. So I think the next one for Dusty will be, oh god, my hair's so knotty. The next one for Dusty will be Cirencester, which is at the start of July. So we've got a bit of a gap. I'm sure we can find some like fun rides and stuff to go to instead, for fitness. And then getting triple out as well is obviously a priority now. So now that the lorry's back and sorted, and I feel like I can crack on a bit now. But yeah, I'm very pleased that A, we managed to get there, and B, that I didn't downgrade and I just went for it. So we might have a reasonable chance in the performance formula as well. I know there was only 2 that did my class today, but I think there's 7 doing it tomorrow, and I'm assuming they amalgamate the 2 over the weekend. I'm not actually entirely sure, but I'm guessing that's what they do. So there's 9 in the class basically. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see where we come in that. But yeah, she absolutely towed my arms out. She was actually a bit annoying to ride at times today. It was just a little bit too busy for her. It was giving me vibes of the first time I took her to Cirencester, and I went on the Saturday, and we were passed multiple times and she just wanted to chase everyone. So it was a bit like that today, as I'm sure you would have seen by now. So, but I'm glad it was that way around and not the other way around, that I was like, oh god, she's really slow, she doesn't want to go, I'm a bit worried about her. So yeah, although my arms hurt, I'm happy that my arms hurt. So yeah, a very, very good day, a long day. Well, it's 10 to 5, so by the time I get home I'll have been awake for 12 hours ish, so not too bad. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure what we're going to be doing next, but I will think of something. Otherwise, yeah, it'll be back to the schooling videos, I would imagine, for the time being, and going from there. So yeah, if there is anything you want to see going forward, let me know, because then I can plan to do it. That's the main thing. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm not sure how I'm going to have edited it yet, so probably lots of voiceovers, because that's just the easiest thing to do now, because my phone said it was out of storage, but it's not at the moment. It's doing okay for now, and my GoPro died, so I didn't get video of us like sorting her out afterwards properly, before we vetted. But I've talked to her anyway, so I don't need to really, this is all redundant because you'll have seen it and you'll know. But yeah, so I will see you in the next video, whatever that may be.